is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Holly Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking outside, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Slings it downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come through their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. This crowd going to Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the counter. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing, Mensah. Holds on, it's Lofton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And they come right back to their trigger man. They believe in him. The last play out was a disaster, right? He throws a pick 6. You know, everything looked bad. That was the first possession of the football game. Right back to him, getting the ball in his hands. He makes the completion, and they're going to need a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Throws to the tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Pringle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week, put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Smashes ahead. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. The give is to Williams. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Got it behind the line. It's Gilbert. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Wide receiver going in motion. Carr from the gun on third down. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Lofton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Past the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
They call 3rd down money down for a reason. Like 2nd down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big 1st down for this offense.
Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Mensah turns it upfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, it's Williams. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll ride him again. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Carr finds his tight end. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Fletcher. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Throwing, Mensah. Pulls it in, it's Jacobs. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. They're all over it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 21 team, the Pitt Panthers. And
he's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Canes.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Deep in the end zone, it's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end now in motion. Making the adjustment. Rides to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. In traffic, it's Gilbert. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Mensah fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Carr. Hauls it in. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Throwing, Carr. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Here we go. Ready. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Caught. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
On first down from their own 22. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The play fake. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third down, here's Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
But you got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got fourth in California.
He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Left side is Flanagan. Makes a grab and room to run. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
And how about this defense taking care of business, keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. From the gun on third down, Carr throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Drives inside. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Go, go! Carr. Rushes on. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and 10 from the 30. Drops back. It's Carr. Deep shot for the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed